What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? How's everybody feeling? What's going on? And it is dark in here. We need some new lights, guys. Sorry about that. Let's change the lighting around a little bit here. Maybe. That's a little better. Still not the greatest. Give me a second, everybody. No, I don't think I like that either. Yeah, it's whatever. What's going on? How we doing tonight, guys? Good to see you. Good to have you here. Good to be here with you. I hope you guys had a great day today. What's going on? You caught a damn cold. That is not good. Look at all the beautiful ladies in here. Yes, that is a fact. Good evening, Miss Cece, the sweetest lady on the internet, and everyone else in here. I got Squirrel Girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Miss Star Meadows, Pam, Tony, Miss Robin with a cold, and Gizmo, Star, Brandy. I gotta be one of the luckiest guys on the internet. I got all these ladies in here, and I'm the only guy. Come on now. Miss Gina's in here. I'm not telling nobody. I'm gonna keep it like this. I like this. Me and all you ladies. That's a good thing. Wow. Let's see. I guess that's it. Gonna share this out and get a few other peeps in. Whoever's hanging out, be at backstage, just not in chat. Thank you so much for being here as well. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, I would say that's probably it, Robin, honestly. And I love all of you too, Miss Cece. Wink, wink. Holy mods, I feel like I'm gonna beat up my wrenches. Yeah, most of my mods are ladies. I got a few. Most of the guys are not in here right now. Oh, there's one. Yeah, just me and you and all these ladies, Popper. Can't go wrong there. No, you're right. At least it's not COVID, Robin. That's not a joke. Now Austin's in here too. There's three of us. That's better. A little more testosterone here to kind of level it off, right? What do you think? So what's going on, guys? How we doing today? How was your guys' day today? Hope you guys had a great one. Anything new and exciting? Yes, you are taken. Everybody knows Miss Rachel is your owner. Yes, Mr. Popper belongs to Miss Rachel. And she doesn't like to share, so that's okay. That's all right. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. How are you, Popper and Austin? Hospital makes you test. Yeah. We do that here too, Miss Robin. We do that here. So I got Squirrel Girl here. I'm glad she's in here because we're going to have a talk with her about her experience today. I have not received a call back yet from Selma Police. You must have been nicer than I was. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the tone of my voice kind of. I probably should have started off being nice, but I was hard. I could tell. I was actually being nice when I left the message that I left, but maybe the tone of my voice just didn't sound nice. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Robin. I hope it works out. KFC. You can't go wrong with that. That's no lie. Me too, Gina. Allergy. Yeah, it's that time. It's ragweed, you guys. I think it's because I've been having that problem too. Yeah, and I got it growing all around. You know, I'm the smart guy that lives out in the the country, and I'm surrounded by ragweed. But it is what it is. I'd rather live out here than live in the city. It's peaceful. I can blow my garage up if I want to, or burn down the woods behind me if I want to. I appreciate that, Popper. Would you like to send it to my DMs, or how do you want to work that, brother? Looks like you're in charge tonight, Miss Brandy, as far as that stuff goes, because I don't see Strike or Heather tonight. So you know the work. What you got to do then. Thank you, dear. 1 second, everybody. All right, Popper, no problem, brother. Thank you. Well, we got a decent amount of people in here already. That's cool. Some hot tea and honey, and I will call. Yes, ma'am, you can. Sure thing. Let me drop the number down here again for you guys to call in. I guess we'll start off with that. It's a ghost hunt that was done in the area that. Oh, of course, I would love to have that, my friend. Thank you so much. Let me drop that number real quick. Get that set up and rolling. Right. When you guys first came in, were you guys? I'm changing some things with my format, and I'm trying to make it a little bit better. When you guys first came into the chat, did you guys hear music playing in the background? Cool. That is awesome. Sorry, I watched the video you sent me last night with that kid, that 12-year-old that had his phone taken from him, and the fuck? Oh my god. You guys wouldn't believe this. You did hear music? Thank you, Miss CC and Gina. Okay, great. I know it probably wasn't the greatest, but I figured out how to upload music into StreamYard to be able to use without having to listen to their goofy ass shit. The stuff that I had playing wasn't that great, and it was clear. See, there it is, Robin. That's my point. I'm learning, guys, little by little. I'm picking up the little things I should have known already, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I hope you guys are proud of me. I'm making it, and then I added this thing here too. As you saw it, I thought it was kind of cool. Where are we at here? What am I doing? What did I just do? Hold on a minute, guys. Little by little, I'm picking it up, and I'm picking up how I can add my little watermarks and my subscribe buttons and this and that and all that stuff. So yeah, I was too, Star. I've never, 12 years old, I'd have beat that kid's ass. I'm sorry. I would have busted his butt like you wouldn't believe. That's crazy. I hope she had him locked up, or at least taken down to juvenile justice center or something to get some kind of counseling going, because that's fucking ridiculous. Never seen anything like that in my life. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How are you tonight, Hammer? The music is still playing? I thought I turned it down already for you guys. Let me check here. Oh, I know what I did. How about now? Is that better, Gina? That kid's shit would have been destroyed. Oh, I'd have started a bonfire with it. That's unbelievable. Thank you, Miss Tina. I appreciate that. Like the marble or granite countertops, the mirrors in the house. I mean, there is no fucking way. I'd have busted his ass. I mean, busted his ass, literally. He'd have got a good old fashioned whooping, and then I would have called 911 and said, I need police here now. And that kid would have had his ass taken down to JJC. There is no way on God's green earth that I can't believe that. I can't. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I was thinking last night when she was talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's a video. We'll look at it, this and everything. Until I clicked on it, I'm like, what the fuck? Holy shit, did that kid go through there with the fucking sledgehammer or what? The toilet, the sink. I mean, he broke everything in the fucking house because she took his phone from him. That right there, you guys, that right there is what is wrong right now and why these things that we've been talking about go on. That's the type of person, that's what's like people like Sammy, that's what's wrong with her. That kind of shit. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to have to say, yeah, I felt bad for the mom too, but that's partially her fault. Somewhere along the line, she has allowed that child to be that way for so long without discipline. Otherwise, there's no way in hell that any of one of my kids would ever act that way ever. Over something that minute especially. But period, no matter what. There was bad parenting there somewhere, you guys, and you know that as well as I do. Anybody that saw that video, there's definitely bad parenting. No way in hell. Yeah, that's an understatement, Gina. They'd have put me in jail. I'm just saying that right then and there. I'd have probably went to jail or I'd have put myself in jail because I'd have been afraid of what I'd have done to that kid. No way. No way. No. Unreal. And I didn't even get to watch the whole thing. That was worse than anything I've ever seen done. AGP. Mind you guys, that AGP shit was all scripted. Waffle Pone was all scripted. Kid Behind the Camera is all scripted. Psycho Dad was all scripted with McJagger Nuggets. All that shit was scripted. What that little kid did was real deal shit. There's something not right up here with that. I'm sorry. There's no way. No way in hell. Nope. I was sitting here and I could feel my face. I could feel my face crunching up as I was watching. I was like, what? Like, I wanted to go find him and whoop his ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a difference between an ass whooping and being abused, period. That's what's partially wrong with a lot of our youth today because everybody stopped doing the spankings and the butt whoopings and all the good old-fashioned discipline that we used to get when we were kids, you know. And now they have no fear. Kids have no fear of consequence. They're not afraid of us as parents. They're not afraid of the police. They're not afraid of anything because nobody can do anything to them, and they know that. That's the problem. Now, my kids, they've always had a fear of me because of my voice. I've never had to put my hands on my kids. I've never had to. I've threatened it. You know, I'll bust your butt. I'll whoop your ass. You know, things like that. I've threatened it, but I've never had to do it because my kids have a respect. You know what I mean? They always did. I would just raise my voice or give them a certain look, and that was all it took. Honest to God, for years with all of them. Even that I have two boys that were really bad at one point. You know, they're still bad, but at one point they were. My oldest son and my second oldest son, they were bad. They were really, really bad. I'm not gonna lie. They never did no shit like that though, and they pushed me a couple of times. I just literally those two, I can give them a certain look, and my kids know. Even as adults, they know this. Okay, I'm a very happy-go-lucky guy. Dad, I was always the fun dad with them. You know, we would have fun and stuff like that. I joke around a lot with them all the time. When I get quiet, and I mean dead quiet, everybody stays away from me because they know that when I'm quiet, there's a problem. That means I'm so pissed off that I will not say a word. And when I get like that, that's bad. I scare myself sometimes when I'm like that. I've never been that bad with my kids, but with anybody else, my wife even knows if I get quiet, she just stays away because that's a scary part of me that most people don't like and never really have. So, and that's I still have that respect for my parents too. I was 30 years old before I ever swore in front of my mom. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Whoever you are, Kenny Cake, somebody get rid of that, please. Um, but yeah, I was 30 years old, 30, 32 maybe, before I ever swore in front of my mother, let alone, and I still don't say the F word in front of her. Um, my dad, uh, that was a little different, but I was more afraid of my mother than I was my father. You guys, that's the she was that my mom didn't play, not at all. So, but yeah, that video, oh my god, I just don't get it. Good evening, Miss Michelle. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you guys all so much for jumping in here. Appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you, Popper. I will definitely go through this one. Yeah, I'm still. My mother's 72 years old or something like that. I'm still petrified of her. She's in good shape for her age, though. She really is. You guys couldn't tell by looking at her. Nobody ever thinks she's that old. Wherever she goes, everybody swears up and down. Oh, you're in the 55, 56 years old. I'm like, damn shame when I look older than my mother. You know. You had. Wow. Thank you for checking on me, Cece. I appreciate that, hun. By the way, that means a lot to me. It does. Just been kind of struggling with a couple things, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Now, Cece, did you have a conversation with Selma Police as well, or just Squirrel? Yep, I agree. I understand what you're saying, Michelle. I'm sorry that she passed, but I understand exactly what you're saying. Okay, Squirrel. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I'm so lucky that my mother's still here. I don't know what I'd do without her. I'm a mama's boy. I love my mother to death. She's a beautiful woman, inside and out. She's a registered nurse and um, has been for God 42 years or something like that. She's taught nursing at the trade schools and different places. And she's retired. She keeps retiring and getting bored, and then she wants to go back and doing. Now she's working for the Board of Elections, um, because she was so bored being retired. And my poor dad is still out there huffing. He works in a steel mill. He's the head of, and this is so weird, you guys. They both worked at the local hospital together. My father used to be a surgery technician and retired. He did that for 22 years, and then he retired. Um, and basically, he retired because another hospital took over the hospital that they worked at. Okay, and they gave him an option. They could just take a buyout, get early pension, and leave, or they could stay there and take pay cuts and then possibly get terminated because they worked doing cuts. Okay, and they brought their other hospital brought their people in. So he said, "Eff it," took the early payout or early buyout, left, and stayed off work for probably about 3 years, and said, "I can't do it anymore." And he went back and got hired in at a local steel processing plant that we have, and he is the head maintenance mechanic for the machines. He fixes all their machines and stuff. Or he doesn't really do a lot of that work anymore. They kind of go to him, and he has guys that work under him, and he just leads everybody on. And he still loves it. He doesn't want to retire. And I'm like, okay, Dad, whatever you say. Whatever makes you happy. What's up, Broken? Welcome. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. It is so hard to deal with them because 12 hours before my mother was... Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Miss Gina. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. I'm so sorry. Good God. That's horrifying. Just hearing that, I'm going to say an extra prayer just for you on a daily basis, just so that you can get through your day. I'm so, so sorry. You're a strong woman. Yes, you are. You are a very strong woman. God bless you. That just broke my heart to read that. I'm sorry, Gina. It did. I'm a very sensitive person, if you guys haven't caught on. Unfortunately, it's one of my downfalls. And I care about people too much sometimes. What's up, Miss Heather? Welcome, my dear. She's here, guys. Yeah, I am too broken. I was doing this and that, and I forgot all about it, buddy. I'll catch one of them one of these times here soon. I promise you, bud. I want to support you 100%, brother. Yeah, I'm going to sending you a big virtual hug myself, Miss Gina. And God bless you, hon. God, that's horrible. Robin. What's the matter with Robin? Oh. Yeah, I know that story already. That's another horrible story. Very horrible story. You guys are some strong people, guys. That's why I'm glad that this community that I put together is made up of you guys, because you guys have endured a lot of hardships, as have I. And that's why I think everybody meshes so well together, honestly. I understand, Gina. No worries, hon. No worries at all. Yeah, we're kind of going through something here, too, that was very unexpected. My father-in-law, my wife's stepfather, I guess he is, but they're very close. He had cancer. It wasn't I can't think of which form of it was. It wasn't a very, very serious form. He went through all of the treatments for it, radiation and chemo and all that, and came through, and he was fine. Well, just as he finished his last bit of chemotherapy, they did some testing on him, and he was having some other problem or something, and tested. They found out that he had cirrhosis of his liver, and we were like, my God, because he kept losing weight like crazy before. They thought that it had something to do with the cancer and this and that, and no. So the cancer went away, but then when the cirrhosis kicked in, for whatever reason, the cancer came back. So, and he's 76, 70, 74. So, um, and now he, as of last night before last, that he went into the hospital. Um, he has a blood clot in his leg, and he couldn't. He went downstairs for something. He went from 262 pounds, 6'3", down to 119 pounds. You guys, it's he looks like a skeleton. He does. It's so disheartening to see him. She's a disaster right now, and we're trying to get the funds together to go there, to like be there with him on and off. She's the only income we have right now. So work, taking time off of work, and this and that, and it's not been. we've been having some issues the past couple of days. Mostly, again, I'm not trying to throw my stuff out there, but I tell you guys everything. I always have. So, um, thank you guys for the prayer. Yeah, he dropped that in about a period of it's been 6 months, and he lost all that weight. It's sad. He looks so horrible. Um, so that's been going on for 2 days now. Um, yeah, he walked down the basement stairs to use that bathroom because somebody was in the bathroom upstairs and couldn't get back up. So his wife, not my mother-in-law, because my mother-in-law lives with me, but his wife, they're not together. Thank you, Miss Cece. I appreciate that, hon. Went looking for him, just couldn't find him, and walked downstairs, and he's sitting on the couch, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I can't get back up. I can't move because of the leg pain hurts so bad." And with the weight loss, he doesn't have any strength. They had him pick lining him, and they were feeding tube and trying to get some weight back on him. And when he went to the hospital this time, they said, there's no coming back. Like, he's not going to get any better than what he is right now. And he said, that's it then. Send me home from the hospital. I want to be at home. I want to be comfortable. He's going home tomorrow, and that's it. They're going to give her a hospice nurse, and this is it. So it hasn't been fun at all. But thank you guys all for the kind words. I do very much appreciate that. Very much so. Uh, I appreciate that as well, Star. I do. It's usually what I'm supposed to be here for you guys for, but I do appreciate that. Pretty tough when it comes to that kind of stuff. I've dealt with it so much that it is what it is. I know how to handle it. I do have my moments, though. You guys have seen it. Certain things will hit me a certain way, and it hits me pretty deep. You know what I mean? So, I get those funks every now and then, too. But I got to stay positive. You know that, guys. That's how I am. Got to stay positive. Got to keep going forward and keep pushing ahead. Being positive no matter what. So, I try. I have my moments. You guys have seen it. You guys can tell when I'm not floating like I normally am. And it's funny because every time you guys have asked me, you okay? Hell, even when Rezi was in here, he even knew, there's something not right with me because of just the way I am usually. But I try to hide it. Tennille Suzanne, welcome, Tennille. You seem to be new, so welcome very much. It's good to have you here. It's so good to have you here. I appreciate all the prayers. I appreciate all the kind words, all of it, you guys. I appreciate it more than you know. Amen to that, Cece. Amen to that. That is a fact, Squirrel. It's like I said, this is my family, my extended family. So, amen, Heather. Thank you so much for that, hun. Yeah, I didn't even get to watch the Doug's stream earlier because I was dealing with some of that stuff. All right, I think I have this shared out, and I think I have everybody in here that would be in here. Miss Stacy hasn't been in here. She's been poor Johnny. That's another one I want you guys to say a prayer for, please. Her son Johnny had an emergency appendectomy done, I believe, and it's been a few weeks. Okay, you guys know who Miss Stacy is. I call her my cheerleader. She comes in here and she gets everybody going. She goes by the name Miss Spacey Stacy. She's awesome. Her and her family, they're just beautiful people all the way around. And like I said, her son had an emergency appendectomy a few weeks back, and he can't come back from it. He's like bedridden almost, you guys. He's just a young guy. And he can't, he's just so lethargic and down. And I'm like, I don't know if he had some bad effects from the anesthesia or what, but, so I want to say some prayers for him as well. Just let's say some prayers for everybody tonight, guys. Everybody and anybody. You know, Jalissa's family, Kylie's family, our families, each other, all of it, guys. Just say general prayers for everybody. Just a little extra one or some good vibes. Send them out to everybody tonight, guys. Everybody needs it. What's going on, Brandy? Is your son having some problems again? Good Lord. I'm sorry to hear that, but sometimes they need to have that. You know what I mean? What's up, Kevin? Welcome, brother. In that situation, sometimes it's the best thing. That way they can get medications regulated and stuff like that. So I did too, Robin. I've been trying. I still got this smoking counselor that calls me once a week, and we try to go through this and that. It's not working. So there's just too much going on. No, Michelle, you're entitled to your opinion. Hey, I'm sure everybody has the right to their opinion, hun. So no, you're not going to upset anybody by any means whatsoever. I'll be right back. I just thought of something. I was wondering what I was thinking. I always forget to do something. Talk amongst yourselves, guys, and I'll be right with you. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I forgot to refill my drink. All right. So looks like Squirrel got in touch with Selma. At least somebody did. They didn't call me back for nothing. So let's hear about it. Let's hear what happened, Squirrel. You're welcome to call in. I can bring you up on panel if you're comfortable doing that. Whatever you want to do, hon. Either way. I'm going video down, but I'm here, guys. And there she is. There she is, folks. Hello, hello. You're on the air. This is the Dago. Say something. Let's say that again, hon. You didn't. You cut out.
I said, hello. How you doing?
There we go. I am doing. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great.
I feel kind of crappy. I've had like allergy, sinus, migraine stuff all day. It sounds like a few other people in chat have had the same thing.
I'm having the same problem myself. Can you guys hear her okay? Let me know, please.
Hello, can you hear me? I would sing for you, but you would probably leave the live stream. Oh, I lost chat on my TV for some reason.
I always have problems with chat on the TV too.
Okay, there we go. There it comes back. I wonder if my internet cut out or something. Okay, Michelle, you can hear me. That's awesome. Yeah, Michelle, you were asking if I caught Doug's live today. I was watching it, and then Selma PD had called me, and then I made contact back with Selma PD, and then they made contact back, and then I made contact back with them. So like I was catching bits and pieces of it, but I did not get the full screen in.
So what?
In the Dylan case, that's not one that I followed real closely. I was really heavy into the Summer Wells case.
Yeah.
Starting like 2 months after she disappeared, and then I got really heavy into it. And I'm a very I'm a diehard researcher. So that is
you're hired.
I chose to spend my time on, and I got a little too close and a little too. So I got scared, and then I was one of the first ones to call out Jody Sue, and it was Jody Sue and Tiffany Marie up on a live, and I went at both of them, and Tiffany sent like all of her minions after me and all that. And I thought, you know what, this is not worth it.
Well, you know what? From here on out, don't worry about it. We got your back. You're protected now.
Yeah. Well, now I'm just, so I thought, man, I don't want to put things up. But what helps me when I'm doing my research, and I know that other people like to research as well, and some people don't know how to do certain things, like looking up property records, looking up death certificates, looking up marriage certificates, well permits, that type of stuff.
Right.
When I, when I learn how to do something in a particular state, I like to put a video out and tell people how they can do that so that they can do that themselves. So what I've been doing now that I'm back in it, I just use my phone and I make little quick videos, and I say, hey, or check this video out or check that video out. So I put little clips on it. I don't have a monetized channel. I have no intention of having a monetized channel. I've got like 100 people that I've worked with on these cases that get me, that get my sense of humor and appreciate my little videos.
Right.
So I do have a channel, but it's not like a real channel. But I do put information on there. So I would like you to subscribe just so you can see when I do put something up there. Because like today I had to get a hold of Cece in a comment. And she commented on, I think it was on something on my channel. And then after Selma got back to me, like, can you let Dago know, because I know that you would want this information.
Yeah.
To be updated on it. So, and then I was waiting for you to go live, and I was like, perfect, because I'm so excited to share it, to share the information. just because I was thankful that they called back. So.
What is your channel? What is your channel name, hon?
It's just Squirrel Girl, Critters and Crime. I live in a shack in the woods. With my second home, I'm up in way up in northern Michigan, and I have squirrels. I live in this cabin that was like overrun by wildlife for like 10 years. I'm a real estate investor, so I buy like properties no one else wanted.
Okay.
So I redid this place, and I absolutely love it here. But I have squirrels like all around me all day long. So my friends are like, "You are a nutcase," you know. And I've got videos of squirrels, and pictures of squirrels, and so I thought, well, how pleasing is so when I'm talking into my phone, doing my little videos, I'm like videotaping my room. You know, for people to
listen, if you're happy with that, that's what matters. I mean, who cares what anybody thinks?
Yeah, and I don't, like I said, I like to, it really helps to talk into my phone and put a little video together, you know, talking to my phone to let it out, because people in my real life don't know anything about Summer Wells. They don't know about Kylie. They don't know about Jalissa. So when I have a thought or an idea or just want to vent something, it's nice to be able to come into your chat, which I love this chat. I'm so happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I found this channel. I love the people who are in here, so it feels so good to be able to, you know, bounce ideas off each other and that kind of thing. So
right.
So
and we're happy to have you here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So last night, and I do have I am smart, but I am a little nutty. So like I have a sense of humor. So,
well, we need that in here. Honestly, I get your sense of humor.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Doug is like a trigger for me. So that night that I called in, I wasn't planning on it going that way.
It's okay.
He triggers me so bad because he has that sense of humor.
Right.
So that was like so fun, but apparently he didn't like me disrupting because I got blocked. He still hasn't unblocked me. Even as of today, through today or whatever. So I can be serious, but I do have a funny sense of humor. So one thing that's kind of funny.
No worries.
There's little trivia questions, like Summer Wells trivia questions. In my channel, so they're really funny. So
okay.
Anybody that follows Summer Wells case, take a look at those because they're really funny, and I want to see who can come up with the answers because they're so funny.
Absolutely. There's the link, guys. Please sub to Squirrel. Thank you, Miss Brandy.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like the one thing that would be nice to get to 500 subs, which I didn't know, because then you can have a community post.
Yep.
And because my whole point is just to be able to like share information, you know, and share information that I may gather, or you know, like today I found Ryan Upchurch saying that everything's all set with AWP.
Right.
So I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I found him creating their theme song. So he's actually creating their theme song. So I caught, happened to catch that. Different things that I catch. Throughout the day.
You might. Right, since you're part of this community now, you might be a huge help to me. So that's perfect.
Yeah, I am a good resource, and if there's something that you want me to check, I do. Very faithful to God. I believe in prayer, and I do. Wisdom and intuition is something that I think I may have a gift for, because I'm able and I can get things done. So I don't have much fear, so I can definitely be a valid resource for that. So to Selma, okay, so last night was your live stream, and you shared, what you wanted us to do. You basically said a call to action on behalf of the family. Call Mark Hughes, call Richard Farrell.
Yes.
Okay, and you gave us the numbers in the live chat. So what I did last night, I wrote those numbers down. I typed them into your live chat when we were talking.
Right.
And then I screenshot it. So this morning when I woke up and after my prayers, my devotions and stuff, then what I did is I recorded myself calling Mark and leaving my message to Mark.
Okay.
And then I did another recording calling Richard and leaving a message for Richard. So 2 different recordings. I put their phone number right on the picture on the top. and then telling everyone that when you call, you don't have to even ask for them. It goes right to their voicemail.
Absolutely, Miss Robin.
So, yep. So you don't have to explain who you are or anything. It went right to their voicemail.
So you did. So you did. That's what this video is right here.
No. So nope. Those videos are earlier. I did those first thing this morning.
Oh, okay.
So then this afternoon, I got a call from Selma, California.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh my gosh, so then I'm like, okay, I want to record this.
Mm-hmm.
So I put my laptop in, or my iPad facing out to the squirrel, put it on video record, and then I dialed the number from my cell phone while I was sitting by my iPad so that it would record it.
There you go.
It was Richard Figueroa calling back.
Okay.
So I recorded that whole phone call, and I originally had my phone call with him. I put it up online.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took it down because I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable. At first I got caught up in the moment because I talked to Richard and then I talked to the actual sergeant, and we had a very good conversation for a long time. And I've got it all recorded, and I posted it online, and then I was like, you know what, Al, that's not the right thing to do.
Do you want me to?
I had a conversation with another person. They didn't know that I was recording it. They were respectful for me. That's not the right thing to do. So I took those down. So this video here is just saying that I spoke to them, and I'll explain it all to you now in more detail.
Okay.
Just letting people know that I did make communication with them, had a conversation. This was the gist of the conversation. But if you want to speak more about it, then let me know, and I'd be happy to tell you what they told me.
And you do have that's what I think we're gonna do. I want the whole conversation. You do have it recorded. That way, you have proof of things down the road if we need to have that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the gist of it. So I called Richard, and he was, he wasn't arrogant, but he was like, our sergeant handles this, but she would be more than happy to talk to you, and blah 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 blah. And I said, oh, that'd be wonderful. So he gave me her name, Sergeant Fain, Fain is her name.
Okay.
So I hung up with him, and then I called her back. So she's the sergeant. She oversees Richard and Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And thank you, Robin. She said she thinks I did the right thing. It was so easy to get caught up, because the excitement of sharing the information, but then you have to go back to what's right. And there's so many times I see things that people put on the platform.
Right.
And it's like, how do you do that? Because, you have to do the right thing.
Well, what we need to do, I would have to look into it. I don't know if California is a two-party state. Some states you have to have the other person's permission to record them and to do that. Some states you don't. I don't know about California. I would have to look into it. But what you did is the right thing for now. And we'll just go with it that way for now and leave it alone. And you can just tell the story. As long as you have what you did recorded for future reference for proof of different things, that's all that matters, okay?
Yeah, future reference if you ever need, but even if it's legal, even if it was legal for me to do that, which I believe California is a two-party state.
Right.
But I care about what I feel is right for myself, for morally.
And that's perfectly fine.
The sergeant took that time to talk to me respectfully.
Right.
So I need to, so even if it's legal in the law, I care about how God looks at me and how I
get it.
myself.
I get it.
And I just wouldn't feel right doing that. However, recording the information because I also care about Yolisa's family, and that's the reason that I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for social media. I'm doing it for her family, and what's really important to me that they understand, and I would like them to hear what's important about this, because this is basically the conversation. So she was wonderful. She was very helpful, very friendly.
What is her name again?
Basically said, I'm sorry, what?
Her name was what again?
Fain, Sergeant Fain, Fain, like pain.
Okay.
Fain, Fain. Yep. So you can Google it and find her name easily.
Okay, good idea. Good stuff. Thank you, Robin, for looking that up. Okay, go ahead.
So she was very, so I just said, and basically I said I'm calling And you can listen to my messages, my recorded messages that I leave for the detectives. But I'm basically saying, this is who I am. The reason I'm calling is because, there are hundreds of, over 100,000 of us on social media that are starting to really actively look into this case. And it is being asked of the family that we really help them because they're not getting the answers that they need.
Right.
And they're asking for us to put a push. So, I'm wondering, is there anything that you guys can give the family that they can give to us? Because there are a lot of highly intelligent people out here that are willing to be boots on the ground, to fundraise, to research, to investigate, to do whatever it is that you guys need to try to find Jalissa.
Right.
We're here at your fingertips. If there's anything you can give to the family, please give that to them because they are ready to go. And people are starting to get frustrated, and we are not going to let this case go cold. We're going to keep calling. There's going to be a lot of people calling, and we are going to stay on your case until you solve hers. And that's how I ended both of the voicemails.
Amen
so
to that.
Very nice, but then just letting them know, like we're not going to forget, we're going to stay on this. So anyway, so she answered the phone, or, called very nice, and she assured me that this is the feeling I got from them. This lady cares.
Okay.
I think this lady goes to bed every night almost in tears not being able to find Jalissa.
Okay.
She is so upset about not finding Jalissa. Her heart is breaking for Jalissa's family.
Okay, that's good to know.
On about how much it hurts her to see, but that they are working on it, that they're following leads, but they just can't give anything more even to the family because the family can share things, and she knows that the family does share things, but they don't want it to get, they don't want it to upset the investigation.
Right.
So I really got that feeling. And then one thing that was interesting is I said, well, the mom is asking for help, and she said, well, you must be talking to someone else because we deal with the family, our family contact is happy with what we're doing. And I said, well, I don't know what contact you would have that's over and above the mother, but the mother is the one that's reaching out, and she said, well, I hope people don't call because if people start calling, that's going to waste our time and resources that are already limited, but we are spending a lot of time on this case. We want her found. So I really felt that. So I kind of felt, just weird because it's so contrary to like last night, and I told her, I said, man, last night I was all thinking this is corruption and you guys don't care and you're putting it under the rug. She said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She's like, she said, my heart is breaking for this family and this will not go cold. So I tried to ask about her coming back
into town.
From town. I said, could you tell us? I said, I know that sunrise was at 6:10 that morning. So the sun came up at 6:10.
Right.
It was a waxing moon. So it was almost a full moon, but a half, 3/4 moon. So it was a bright sky.
Right.
Can you tell me, was it after daylight? Was it morning? Can you tell us what road it came on? Can you tell the family that? And she said, I just can't. And I said, please. I said, if you tell us, I said, if you know that there was a party and you are sketchy about someone, if you think there's an area, I said, if there's anything that you guys just can't investigate with what you guys can do, let the family know and we will get on it. If you have a suspicion that somebody's in on this or she in an area and you need boots on the ground, whatever you need, give it to the family and we will be on it. I said, we are a free resource. And she said, well, I appreciate that. She says, I know that social media can be a problem. And I said, and it can be, but if you get it before it gets that bad,
right.
I said, social media doesn't turn on a case until the case is so messed up and botched that they have no choice but to try to figure out why you're not doing anything.
Right.
And so it was just a really good conversation. And then I asked about alerts. I said, now, I know she doesn't fall into an Amber Alert because she's not under 18. She's not a Blue Alert because she is not a law enforcement officer.
Right, but she should fall into the endangered.
She's not 65.
Right.
I said, so is she just covered under a standard BOLO, or is there any type of alert? And she said, absolutely. And I said, well, could you tell me the name of the alert? and she got really stumbled up on that part of it.
It's called endangered.
Well, I asked her about that. I let her stumble, or not stumble, but she couldn't. I wanted the name. I wanted the one. I said, because she has a car. I said, we're fortunate this time. We have a car to look for. I said, this really shouldn't be that hard.
Right.
It's almost not that big of an area. It's not like it's in the middle of mountains.
Right.
It's agricultural land. I said, it shouldn't be that hard. I said, and we have the car. And she reassured me that there was a state-to-state
Bolo
alert put out. Yep. So that was good. She did
this right here. Sorry. 1 second, Squirrel. I'm sorry. That what Robin has, I put on the screener. That's what that's called, endangered individual alert.
Yeah, endangered persons alert. Yeah, they use different terms, different things.
Right.
Exactly. Now she didn't use that word. She just was telling me that there's all kinds of alerts that go out. Because I wanted to know the name. I wanted to Google it.
Right.
Give me the database, because there should be a database, and she was not able to produce that.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't like that, because it should be, yep, she's on the blah 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 blah.com.
Well, she should have that at the tip of her tongue. Yeah, as a lead detective, I would think.
Yeah, she's the sergeant. She's the head of the detectives.
Therefore, even more of a reason why she should know these things like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that kind of, was kind of like, okay, that's odd.
Definitely.
And she made it very clear that AWP did not, she was not happy that AWP was there.
Of course not.
That was clear, without her saying, but she wasn't. She was very clear to say that they weren't in partnership with them, which that bothers me, because why would you not want the water cleared? Why would you not want the water cleared?
Yeah, I don't understand. Because it makes them look bad. If something were to be found, it's going to make them look bad. They were out there the day that Doug was out there, that he was at Avocado Lake.
Okay.
When he was out there with his drone. Did you see that video?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
He was flying his drone, and he was flying over top of law enforcement boats that were out there trying to hurry up and make sure they didn't miss anything before AWP got there. So that'll tell you right there why she doesn't like him, because if they miss something, if AWP were to come up with something, they probably breathed a sigh of relief when Doug and Nick didn't find anything, because it makes them look bad, and they're not. But whether it's because they have sparse resources or whatnot, they're still not doing their job. Here's my thing with that, guys. If you don't have full blown resources to do these things, then bring somebody in. This is California, for Christ's sakes. I'm sure you could go around California and find a couple other agencies that would assist you in doing this, okay? It's a missing human being, for Christ's sakes. That's the problem that I have with this. Excuse me for saying it like that. I don't ever say that. I don't know why I did, but I'm just irritated again.
We're saying the same thing in two different ways. I'm the sugar, you're the spice.
There it is. There it is.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, there's so much ego that's involved, and that's what, if everyone would just remember that it's not about clicks and views, it's not about subscribers, it's not about territory, it's not about who found it first, it's not about bragging rights. There's a missing person, and whoever can find her first, that's great, and it shouldn't matter, and that's just a way that the devil gets in everything and distracts. He puts greed in people's hearts. He puts ego and arrogance.
By the way, hold on 1 second. Go ahead and drop that link again, Heather, for AWP. Just drop all the links like you normally would, hon, please. Thank you so much. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So that is really hard to see that. Let me see what else. So, she said, and I talked again about, boots on the ground, if there's any place that needs to be searched. And she said, well, if you guys do come searching, she said, just make sure, if there's an area that you guys want to go to, give me a call first so I can just let everyone know that you guys are going to be there. We have a lot of agricultural stuff around here. We have a lot of private property. There's an area that if you guys have a lead or you have an area that you really want to go to, reach out to me first, and I'll see if I can't facilitate that to happen.
Okay.
So that was really nice.
Definitely. And Miss Robin lives really close to that area, so she might be able to do. Not saying the searching and stuff. That's a lot for her to have to do. She's got some breathing issues, but she could do a little.
Safe. We don't need a gal out there.
Yeah, right.
By herself.
You know, she can.
Sure.
One thing I did ask her, because she stops at that AM PM sometime, is the next time she does go by it, I'm gonna see if she can try to catch a couple of the employees' names, because that was something that we kind of weren't able to get. There's a reason. So I would definitely.
Robin, no, I don't live near you. Robin, I've spent a lot of time in California. I'm fortunate to be able to. I'm pretty well traveled, and I've spent time up at Lake Tahoe, and in that area. I've been through Truckee, Folsom, down through Bakersfield, down PCH, LA, Long Beach, that kind of stuff. So I don't live near you. But I have spent a lot of winters out in that area, and it's absolutely beautiful. Northern California is gorgeous. And if we do find a good way to search or a good place to search, I'll be on a jet plane. I'll come out there, Robin, and help you for sure. Absolutely. So I did tell her. I said I know there was one person from YouTube that went out and drove the street, went to AM PM, and down Nebraska Avenue and out Avocado Lake. I said, and one thing that he noticed is that there were several cameras on the AM PM store, and we're wondering why there was only one view, because we've enhanced the video, we've looked at. I said there's even been somebody that did lip reading that was analyzing that video, and it's very clear to us that there was either one or two people in that car.
How'd you react to that one?
And we're wondering why you only shouldn't. She said, again, we can't release that stuff. And I said, I just don't understand how that could affect anything.
Right.
You guys have had this case for, over a month. So unless you guys are on some hot trail, I said, I don't understand why those things would matter. I said, and outside of that, why the family wouldn't know. And she said, we tell the family everything. And I said, well, I appreciate you and what you're saying. And I said, I really do believe you. I said, but I also believe the mom. I said, and it was the mom that's saying that you guys aren't giving them the information. I said, so there's a really big divide here between that. I said, so maybe you guys need to get on the same page, because there's something missing.
Yep.
Because you're feeling like they're being communicated with. I said, so maybe you're not the one doing the communicating with them. I said, I've never heard your name before. I said, the names that I was given was Hughes and Figaro. I said, so maybe their communication with them isn't what you're thinking it is. Maybe their investigation of it that you think it is really isn't what it is.
Right.
Okay. And she said, well, I have confidence. I said, well, there's just a great divide here. I said, and if you watch this channel called No Thanks Investigates, I said, she just called in last night and she was begging for help. That's how I got the number to your two detectives. She's asking for help.
Right.
So there's something different than what your understanding is and what's really happening. So hopefully that can make a difference. Hopefully she'll go to down to Mark and Richard and go, hey, what's going on? Or maybe she'll look at the video and then hear the mom, because she's really convinced that the family's happy. That
they're
their information.
Well, and the family probably isn't giving them a hard time, because you saw in the video how awesome they are, how understanding they've been, and this, but they're not getting. Maybe it's because she thinks that they understand why they're not able to give them like the receipts for what she bought, or what time she came back into town. But still, there needs to be more communication. Period. There she is.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well, check this out. So I did some investigating last night after your live, and I thought, well, I'm gonna start. So I found and I did a video on this too, but I found the Selma Police Department operations manual.
Okay.
And so what their manual is.
Hold that thought, Squirrel. 1 second, hun. Welcome, Stacy. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I hope Johnny's doing okay. Everybody's throwing out prayers for you guys and everything that's going on right now. So I hope everything's going well. Welcome. Glad to have you here, hun. So much. And welcome, Mama Bear. Sorry about that, Squirrel. Go ahead, hun.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know how you do it with these keeping up with Chad and all that kind of stuff. You're doing a fantastic job. You're doing awesome.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
I'll keep doing the research, and then you keep doing the talking.
Absolutely. There you go.
Okay. So I found the operations manual for Selma Police Department. I went to section, I believe it was section 58. I've got a video on my thing where I show the whole manual on that. But there's an actual section, it's like 5 pages, called How to Handle Missing Persons.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's basically like a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So they have to, this is their manual, this is their policy. Upon the report, the date of the report, within the first 30 days, they must make contact with the person that made the report.
Okay.
So like if the mom made the report, within 30 days, they have to make contact with that reporting person and see if that reporting person has any more information to give to the police.
Mm-hmm.
And every 30 days after that, they need to check back with the reporting person to see if they have any additional information.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, okay. And then after 45 days, okay, so after 45 days, they should consider contacting other agencies for support.
Okay, so with that being said, they converted this from a missing persons case to a criminal case now, because it's been a certain amount of time, or there's too many options there, something like that. But what it needs to be is I already thought that they should have already had other agencies involved. I already thought that they should have pulled the FBI into it, but for whatever reason, they're not. So, do you have a video of yours? I can put whatever video you want me to click on. I can pull it up and bring it right up on screen if you'd like me to.
I'm kind of saying what I found, but just if anybody wanted to look at the whole thing. But this is and then this is the third part of it. You guys are kind of getting a live version of what my video is.
Well, I can pull it up if you want me to.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and pull that.
All right, 1 second.
It's called.
I can just share it right on the screen and everything, and we'll have the full deal. 1 second here.
Okay, and if you pull up the page, I think right the picture is the actual the page that says Squirrel Girl on it.
Okay. All right, your little squirrel head there. Click on that again. And what's the title of the video, hon?
That's what I'm going to try to find for you.
Okay.
I'm not as practiced as you are.
That's okay.
Don't pick on my video.
No,
hey. Talking into it.
We're all new at this in some ways, so don't worry about that. We all start somewhere.
Yeah.
No worries. Thank you again, Miss Heather, for putting that up there. I appreciate that so much. Most definitely. Anybody that has donated to the Cash App and PayPal, I really, really appreciate it right now, especially with what's going on in my life. It's the past couple of days, so I appreciate you guys. If you haven't, and you do, I appreciate it either way. So thank you very much. Okay.
Well, I made a lot of videos last night.
Yeah, you did. Just looking at them all, so that's okay. That means you're doing your thing, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, God will just like lay something on my heart, and then it'll be like bing, 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 and I was like, oh my gosh, because I found another case. I don't want to get too far off the subject, but I found another case that's only half an hour from Avocado Lake, August 8th, 2021. August 8th, 2021. So a year and a day. 364 days from Jalissa. A 27-year-old woman was reported missing, mother of 3. The police department did nothing. Her family and friends had to search for her. They found her like 17 days later, and the police would not.
Is that the woman whose name starts with a B?
Bessie, yep.
That's Bessie, yeah. See? I caught that a while back, too. It's like almost a year to the day almost, and the same situation, and they've done nothing.
Yep. That's just horrible. Now, that was Fresno County, so that was not the same investigating agency.
Right.
So that was a good thing.
That's just sad. Just a real quick look, guys. Right here, this is what she's talking about. Bessie Walker Aubrey.
Yep, there. Yeah, so that's just really sad.
Unfortunate.
Because that could have easily been something. And just because of the sergeant that I talked to, that doesn't mean that some of her, that her detectives aren't the crooks. You know what I mean? They're not crooks, but corrupt.
Yeah, I've heard.
I mean, this lady really, I've got a really good. I have a good. I call it my bullshit meter.
Yeah.
Like I'm good at seeing red flags, and I can, I kind of can tell, and I really felt sincere, and that's why I felt so strongly about not just putting our recorded phone calls out, because I do believe this person is sincere.
Gotcha.
And she deserves that mutual respect.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard about Fresno County as well, Robin, so I know what you're saying.
Okay.
All right.
I must not have. I'm not finding that on there.
The video.
Yeah, which is not a big deal. And I'll go through. Maybe it's in my, like, maybe I put it on private for some reason. I don't know why I would have.
Okay. Well, go ahead and
find it. Right. But this last thing, and this is what really gets me. So they're only obligated to every 30 days go and talk to the family, and then check this out. You should continue to make reasonable efforts to locate the missing person and document these efforts at least every 45 days. So it's like in their manual on a missing person, they have to go back to the family or whoever reported her missing once every 30 days to see if the family has any information for them. They have to consider asking other law enforcement agencies to be involved. And every 45 days, they have to make a reasonable effort to locate a missing person.
Wow.
Isn't that disturbing?
Yeah, that's very disturbing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's their missing persons investigative unit follow-up protocol. Yeah, that was really... So, yeah, technically the police are doing their job because that's all they have to do.
Well, that's the sad thing, is that it seems like they're doing the bare minimum of what they have to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just sad. You would think, and here's what it is, guys. It's not directly affecting them. It's not their family, and they can say whatever they want to say. But I'm sorry, people are different. But if it was me, I would treat every case like it was my case, like it was my family. That's how I would do it. Sorry, but that's me.
Yeah, and that's how that sergeant was acting. She is like torn up about this. So,
did she say whether or not she had any other calls from anybody besides you?
No, it did not sound like anyone had called before me. But I called Mark and Richard this morning, and both of my voicemails were about, one was 3 minutes and one was 4 minutes, because I recorded them and I did upload those. So if you wanted to hear what I said to them, you could play those.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they took it to her, and then she called me back, and then I returned the call because it came in from another number, and I got a hold of Richard, and then he said, my sergeant would like to speak with you. And he was kind of like, yeah, she's the one that handles that.
All right.
She'll set you in your place. It's kind of like how his.
Did he sound like he didn't want to be bothered with it?
Yeah. So when I got on the phone with her, she wanted my name and that kind of stuff, and where I was from and that type of thing. So so we had to kind of get comfortable with each other, and then once we started, we were operating on a line of respect and good communication. It just kept flowing and kept flowing and kept flowing and kept flowing. I didn't get any information from her that was really helpful.
Right.
But I was able to feel, okay, are you going to play that?
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can. This is Richard Figueroa. Let me see. I hope you guys can hear it. My audio is kind of shitty at times, but hopefully you guys will hear something. So let's see here.
Yeah, so both of those, that's the screen name right there. So right there, that guys, that's the phone number that you want to call. If we do decide to go that route, because now she's like, oh, I got to turn my phone down. I can't hear now. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll be quiet so you can play it.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's really quiet. Hold on. Damn. I need to figure something out with my audio. I really do. 1 second, guys. Okay. Alright, that should be way louder than that. I don't understand. Alright, let's do this again. Good Lord, I can't hear. You must have been talking quiet.
Me quiet?
Yeah, it's not coming through at all. It's very low. Okay, hold on a minute, guys. The one thing about doing this is the audio sometimes sucks on them, but it's okay. Let's see if this one does anything any better. If it doesn't, then we'll know. It doesn't. Yeah, they're just low. Well, there's the calls she made, guys. Unfortunately, we can't really hear them. That's not your fault, though.
Yeah, and it just might need. Those are just me leaving the voicemail. The important thing is that those are the phone numbers.
Right.
If somebody does want to call, those are the phone numbers listed right on there. But as of right now, I don't think. I had a really good phone conversation with her and let her know that kind of the difference. So I would anticipate that she may be talking to the mom and kind of getting a grip. So I think we should hold off the bombarding of law enforcement right now, because they are. I feel that they are working on it, or definitely after my conversation today, I think is going to have a conversation with the mom herself.
Okay.
To kind of see why there's such a great divide. Hopefully, she'll listen to the call in from the mom on Doug's channel to see what she was saying. Hey, we've had to hire a private investigator. So maybe she'll get up to speed with it. So instead of like calling them and having a bunch of people harp on them, make them mad or whatever, it may be better.
Gotcha.
Just kind of let things
Absolutely.
go a little bit and then take another because we want to follow the family. We only want to do what the family asks us to do.
No, absolutely agree.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, there's that. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. That's appreciative.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Great job, by the way. Once again, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let me see if there's anything else in this side of things that I know. I don't see it. Nope.
Okay, so you had asked a question yesterday. I'll answer this real quick. So 6:10 a.m. That's when the sun rose that day.
Okay, that's good to know.
That was one of your questions.
That is good to know. Yes.
And then I checked, and it was a 3/4 moon.
Okay, so what I want to know then is what time. We wouldn't know unless we knew how long she spent at Avocado and or Pine Flat if she went to both. We do know how long it takes to get from the AM PM down Nebraska to those places, 38 to 40 minutes. And then we also know that she made her last ping was 5:26. So I want to know if she was on her way back, and they said that she came back into town. So there's a gap of time right there. I'd like to know what went on. And I know there was 2 other people in that car. I don't care what anybody says. I know there was. I screwed with my video and did this and did that with it, trying to flip that one picture around. There's somebody in the front seat, and I know she was talking to somebody in the back, okay? So there was 2 other people in the car, and they swear that she came back into town alone. Where are those 2 people at?
And that was one of the questions.
And who are they?
I asked her if she could tell the family, because she's like, we can't really say anything to you, but the family can. And I said, exactly, but you're not giving the family anything. So I said, if you know who those people are in the car, or if you need to know who those people were in the car, then let us know where that party was. Let us know where, let us know, and we will find out who they are, I guarantee. And she said, well, I don't want to have a problem either. And I said, well, you know what, if some people get uncomfortable, it's worth it to find Jalissa.
Yeah, it is.
Because she could very well still be alive, and we could save
So the party you're talking about
people
was...
get uncomfortable.
Right, you were talking about Julie's party? Or was there another one?
No, just the party that she left. I mean, just because people were with her, did they go to the party with her, or did she pick them up after the party? Anything that they know.
That's what I don't understand. I don't know if what I don't understand is, did she bring people from Julie's party, stop at her house with them in her car to go get what she got and then to go to the AMPM, or did she go home by herself, grab what she grabbed, leave her house, pick those people up, and then go out towards the lake? That's what I'm not sure of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they may not be either, but do we know, tell the family who the people were. If you know that there were people in the car, even if you don't know who they are, say, well, we think there were people in the car based on the other, 5 cameras that were there. It's clear someone was in the car. Tell the family that, so the family can tell us that.
Right.
And then we can try to then release that video.
That
video, we'll enhance it. We'll figure out who's in that car.
Right. And
there are people online here that have some bad skills.
There's something else I've been thinking about, Robin, now that you've said that. And I've been thinking about it for a couple of days. When I was watching the Doug's video, when she was inside the AMPM, there was a guy that walked out when she was standing at the register, the counter, paying for her stuff. The person behind the counter looked at that person and kind of like nodded their head. I don't know if they were just saying have a good day, but then like looked at her and then looked at that person and kind of like bopped their head a little bit. Like, I don't know if that was like, not being a conspiracy theorist, but maybe that was like, hey, follow this one.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Now, okay, so I don't know that.
We'll have to go back. I'm going to go back and pull that video up, and we'll watch that again. But I'm telling you, it might just be my mind going over in overtime, okay, because of this whole thing. But I kind of swear I saw something like that. Did anybody else catch that when they watched that video? Let me see. Again, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but I'm looking at every angle I can. So...
Hey, Robin, you're saying that a lot of people come up missing there. Is there a what do they do with their cars? The cars, like what happens when they take the person? Like, do a lot of them disappear with their cars, or usually just the person disappears? Because being that her car is gone too, that's just like a whole different.
See, my head still is going.
Yeah, where's the car? That's something I want to know too.
Get rid of a car.
Where the hell is the car? Because it's not in those lakes. AWP made sure of that. And the one body of water they didn't search, they looked at it, and it was way too shallow for there to be able to be a car in there.
Well, the Pine River goes a long way, and
right.
But what I do feel confident in is that whatever water needs to be searched, eventually AWP will be searching it.
Enjoy smart, effortless comfort on boats.
Yeah,
confident with that.
Yeah, if they have to go back, they will go back. I know that's not a problem.
Well, they will be. They are working on getting. I don't know if it's for Jalissa's case or if it's that other one where they needed to search out in salt water. So they were working with somebody that's going to help them with a larger boat to go out into the salt water, into the more difficult area.
Right.
But that could have been another case. I remember hearing Jared talk about that. So I don't think that would be Jalissa's, because she's actually quite a ways from the from the bay there.
Yeah. No, I got you on that one.
I'll just check that video out. Is anyone doing like actual deep dives on this? I know there's a lot of commentary, but there's a big difference between commentary and research. There's a big difference talking about the same thing over and over.
Right. I've been looking.
Digging in. Is anyone else? Is there a channel that's been digging in?
Doug. Doug does a lot of digging. I know. Brookie. She does a lot of digging.
Okay.
I'm sure there's other channels. I know Ryan. I don't know if he's into this one or not, but I know he digs too quite a bit. We know that. Sometimes too far.
I haven't been able to find anyone else other than who you just mentioned that has done anything. Now, have they identified that person that saw her in the store? And then at 524, so 524 was her attempted, and it was a Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, like a FaceTime type message. And then 526, okay. They were 1 minute, 2 minutes apart.
So that's 40 minutes before sunrise.
Yeah.
And they said they saw her coming back into town, and they could see that she was alone.
Right.
So unless she was under a street light, or the moon was quite bright that night, but it's probably bet that she was back in town.
They said she was alone. Right. They said she was alone, but we don't know. You don't know with her back windows being tinted. You don't know if there was somebody laying down in the back seat, knowing that there's cameras out there. Do you know what I mean?
Or if it was her, what if they just saw her car and one person driving?
Well, and that's what. Well, they said that
was out there and somebody drove a car back into town.
Yeah, in that video, they said that they positively they ID'd her in the car. I hope that's what they meant by that. And they will not give which camera it was because Doug was going to drive to that camera, and Robin, for that matter, could drive to where that camera is and just look at it and see where it's at, where the distance. But they won't give off where the, she's 30 minutes away. Doug's 3 hours away. So Robin could get in her car and she could drive and take a picture of that area right there with her phone and send it to us. And we could see that road where that camera is, but they won't even just give. That's what frustrates me so damn bad, because just say which camera it was. If it's a road, an intersection, Robin could take the drive. Obviously, send her the damn gas money if we have to. Take the drive, take a picture of that intersection where the camera is, show us that intersection, and then that that vicinity there where the camera picked her up, they can start searching in those areas then. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, looking at Google Maps, I mean, we just came back from Avocado. I mean, if she was out at Avocado, I mean, because we know she doesn't go on the highway.
Well, I think
she's going to take the path of least resistance.
Right. That's the road that Doug took. That's a straight shot now down Nebraska, straight out from what I understand. So
if she went to Nebraska, she left on Nebraska because she went to AMPM. Coming back, she, was probably not going to go back to the AMPM again. She may have been going, somewhere else.
That's my thing, is when she came back into town, she went somewhere else. Now, whether it was by her own doings or if somebody forced her to go somewhere else, that's where she, that's what I want to know. That's the road right there, Nebraska, that takes you to Avocado. She turned left onto Nebraska and went straight out. That road takes you all the way out. Doug took it and followed it all the way out that way to Avocado.
But we need to figure out where she would have came in. And now we can know. Now after the conversation I had with Spain today, I think it's safe to say that LE did not give HSG any information.
Right. Well, yeah, they didn't even want them there, which makes sense. And he said they were very vague about all they gave them was an area where her phone pinged. An area. That's all they gave them was an area, nothing more.
Well, they gave that to the family. They gave that to the family, and the family gave that to the
Right.
Yeah, because they definitely not given, anything came from. I'm going to Google her and see how many ways there are back in from Avocado. Well, so her last known sighting them, so we don't really need to worry about Avocado Lake and all that's all irrelevant now.
Well,
you know what?
What I was thinking, I'm sorry, hon, I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but what I was thinking is that we should pull up Google Maps and see where Selma breaks off, and I guess how you could put it is where she would be coming back into town, coming from Avocado Lake, like where it would.
Was she planning on going home that day? I think she had the day off, correct?
I don't even know. Yeah, she did, but I don't even know. Right. Thank you again, Heather.
Pulled an all-nighter.
Wait.
So where was she going? Because that'll help us determine where she was in a route from. Because we know she was out by Avocado, and we know she was seen in town. So was she going to Carlier, which is where I think that's the aunt to the grandmother?
Well, there's another town. There's another town the family was talking about. Songer. Does that sound familiar, Robin? Songer. Songer. It's in between. I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
That's in between Selma and Avocado somewhere, right?
That's something we need to...
Sanger with an A, Robin says. Okay.
I'm sure she said it on a video. I would have to watch. We need to find out where she would have been heading that day. I think that's our first step. We got to look up which that's available to us on their interview.
What do you mean, like later that day, or at that time?
Well, if you're saying they spotted her in town, that means she was coming from Avocado Lake through town to get to wherever she was supposed to be going. So that'll give us in the area. If she was going to work, then she was going to, say Carlier. She was going down to Songer, then she may have went this way.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Okay. If we can pull up, all right, this right here is where you're turning into off of Nebraska into the AMPM. Now, when they go to leave, he would pull back out of where he just turned in left and go straight out. What we need to do is we need to figure out where town, quote unquote, Selma, breaks down and start going into country. If we can pull that up on Google Maps and look that up, maybe we can see the cameras ourselves. Now, obviously not what's on them, but where the cameras are at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, coming back into town, but not on Nebraska. She wouldn't be coming back to the AMPM.
Well, no, here's what they said. If she was going to go home from the AMPM, she would have just pulled out right there and turned right instead of left. That would have taken her home. So,
Avocado.
Well,
we didn't know where she would have been leaving after Avocado, not AMPM.
What I'm thinking is if she went, okay, she pulled out of the AMPM, turned left, and went straight out Nebraska to Avocado Lake. So I'm going to venture to say that she came back on Nebraska straight shot and would have gone right past the AMPM to go home. So she was probably heading back Nebraska, west on Nebraska then. Okay?
I was thinking she was at that AMPM because that was where the party was.
No, she left that party at 2 a.m. and went home to where they live. And she left her home sometime between 2:30 and 3:30 to get to the AMPM. She got there at 4:06. That's the guy's name. I want to know his name. I can't see that very well at all. Wait, Carrie? Gary? Scary? What the hell? Anyway, I'll go back and... But, so yeah, what we need to on map... Bernie. Oh, right. Fine. So what we need to do is pull up the map and look at Nebraska, okay, east on Nebraska Avenue, and see how far it goes out before you go out of the city, and stop right there and start looking for cameras coming west, and see where the cameras start picking up for the city, and then see where they're at and mark them somehow. And not that it's going to help us, but at least we'll know. And if somebody can go out that way, we can maybe figure out where they saw her come back into town. Again, I'm going to venture to say it was just a straight shot back in, unless she made some different turns. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that she didn't. I'm hoping she just did a straight shot back in.
We need to ask, and I'm hoping, because that was one of the things that I begged for them to tell the family today, tell us where you saw her.
All right.
Come back into town. Tell us where that camera is. or tell the family where that camera is. That certainly is not going to jeopardize your investigation.
Exactly. April, you said the name was definitely scary. I mean, he looks scary, but I thought that's what it said was Scary. See, that's weird. But anyway, I'll write that down either way. Okay, so
Could you get the home address for me? You put that on your notes and get that, or like the block or something. So I have no idea. I'm just starting to work on this with you just since I started in your live.
yeah.
I'm very new to this.
Okay.
I pretty much started this last night, so I've got a lot of catching up to do.
No problem. You're talking about her actual home address where she lived with her grandmother.
Where she would have been heading back home to the place.
Okay. I'm sure we can get that. Yeah, I can get that from Doug or somebody. Welcome, April. Good to have you here. Okay, so what I want to do then, I'm not very good with it, but I'm going to try it and mess with it, is pull up Google Maps, and I'm going to put the address from the AM/PM, and then I'm going to also put Avocado Lake in, and then I'm going to find it. And I'd love to do it. You're okay, April. I would like to do it live and follow it with the directional and see where it takes us. Do you know what I mean? And just kind of do it like we're driving in the car as her and just go straight out and see what we see going out that way and on the way back in. If I can do it. I'm not very good with this shit, but I'll figure it out. So that's one thing I want to do. Is pull that up, share the screen with you guys here, and then just do it. You know how you can take your arrow and you can just keep going, and it's like you're driving down the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Okay, that's kind of what I wanted to do. But if you see, are you able to look up and see like any cameras or see where it stops for the city and turns into the country?
Well, it pretty much once it gets west of the Golden State Highway, there it's pretty. You got 4 blocks, and then you're back out into the country already.
So that's probably where it turns country, the highway right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm wondering how far out her house is. If she lives like right in town there.
Well, I have to get that address. Or Robin says Google Earth. That maybe, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm on Google Earth. Yeah, I love Google Earth.
That I don't know, April. That's a good question though. That really is. Now I know that they know the girl herself because they're family friends, but I don't know who else was there, and nobody really said anything.
Yeah, and it sounds like they are very tight-lipped about that. From what I'm gathering from the interviews and that's where all that I've seen is
right.
Is that it was family and that they don't feel like anybody from it. But the whole thing is 2 people were in the car, at least one.
One positively, yes, yeah. One positive, unless she was talking to herself in the back window, which doesn't make sense. So there was at least one in the back seat, but I can swear to God I saw the shape of an arm in the front seat. It was very hard, but I looked.
Well, to me, it was like she was looking towards the passenger, the driver's side, or the passenger side front seat, but then she was like talking to somebody in the back, kind of like she got out and be like, "Hey, what do you want? I'll take this and this." And then she gets out and leaves, and then it's like, "Oh crap, I forgot what they wanted."
Yeah.
What did you want? What did you want?
Right.
Okay. And then she goes back
in. That's exactly how I took it. Okay. Thank you, Miss Heather. 6:31 now. I'm still growing, guys. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate all of you guys. That's awesome. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah, I've done 2 channel shout outs for you in my videos saying to come over to join chat with for the Jolisticate. So hopefully some people will come over for that too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, any of you guys that have just come in recently, if you know anybody that you think would enjoy this channel, please invite them on in. I'd love to have them. We all would. We have plenty of room and plenty of heart to share with everybody, guys. That's for facts. Oh, no worries, April. No worries at all.
I say we should study the map a little, get the address of her house. My email is just emailsquirrelgirl@gmail.com.
Okay.
You could email me her address or her address area. I don't need the exact house, but just to get me in the the right area, so I can kind of study the map a little bit. I've got the, the avocado lake, pine flat.
Well, I'm going to text you. I'm going to text you my actual number. Okay, and then
you have my phone number too. Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
right,
this is my actual real phone number.
right.
Too, so.
Well, I'll text you my actual phone number, other than just this call-in number, and that way you can send me text messages or whatever. And my email is very simple. It's my last name, Mayoras, Mayoras 74, the year I was born, at gmail.com. ORAS, as in Sam.
Okay, like the month of May, and then or AS.
Yep.
Okay, I was born in 72. So.
Right. Yeah, I've explained that. Robin, thank you though for reiterating that. I'm glad that you're saying that, because a lot of people may not understand. For those of you that are new, this channel started off as a drama channel, unfortunately, because I was standing up for what I believed in with somebody else. And we still deal with that from time to time in here. So just ignore it if you see it, and or the trolls. But we don't put up with anybody's bullshit in here either. That's the problem. So that's why everybody comes here, because it's a safe channel. We don't deal with drama. We don't, if it comes in here, we hit it head on and we're done with it. So just so you know.
Yeah, and I'm a research person. I've got a great sense of humor, and I can be funny on it, but I like my research. I don't have any time for drama.
Right.
It's counterproductive, and my time is valuable. So
well, that works for me. And my mods in here, Brandy and Heather, are very good at sending me links constantly to stuff like this nonstop. Heather's amazing with that. Really, really, as you see, she's constantly dropping links in here. Brandy's very good at it too. So, and I got a lot of other people in here that'll send me stuff left and right through Twitter too. So, I mean, it definitely works out. And this is what I plan on doing. And eventually, like I said, you guys, not to jump subject real quick, but I've said this earlier too. My plan, once some of these start to slow down and be solved a little bit, and there's some quiet time, I want to hit some cold cases. Crime and Justice actually requested that I go and look into one, the Tudor girl that went missing from Tennessee in 2003. And I've already started looking into it, and it's a very interesting case. So I'm going to be hitting that one too. We're going to be dealing with. So, it is what it is. If you guys are on board, then I'll have you. If not, I understand completely.
Yeah. I kind of get led to different directions or whatever, so I could be led into this one and then disappear for a year and then pop back up again.
Oh, right.
So right now I'm going to do everything I can to help us illicit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
On my heart, so I definitely want to stay on that. And
yeah, April. I agree with you, hon, on that one. I'm glad they do have a PI. She seemed very excited when she said that, which thank God, because that PI is going to work for them. That PI will be able to get information from the police in their own way that normally she wouldn't be able to get on her own, and find things that she couldn't find or the family couldn't find, because they have their resources that most normal people don't have. You know what I mean? So that'll be great too. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that.
Hopefully the PI will be able to, but if they're arrogant and, hey, you're stepping on our toes, because it is like having somebody come up right on your territory. So
right.
Hopefully, it's kind of like, there'll be a lot of things happening in the next week, because with the conversation that I had with her today, letting her know that, the family doesn't think you're doing, they don't think you're doing a good job, or that your detectives are doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Now she finds out that they have a PI, maybe the sergeant's going to be like, okay, what's going on here? Because I think she's in for a rude awakening.
Right.
I don't think she realizes how much things are about this communication with family.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, Heather's right too. October, that's our paranormal month, so we'll be doing a little bit of paranormal stuff in there too. Quite a bit of it in between, which I enjoy greatly. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We got plenty of stuff to keep us busy, that's for sure. Yeah. But between Jalissa and Kylie, and Summer, those are the three that I'm.
Summer is that's as far as the research end of it, which I'm the research, that's done. I mean, there's nothing more to research.
Right.
That's all drama now. Kylie, there's nothing more to research. That's drama now. There's no, so as far as the research standpoint,
there's nothing else, right?
There's nothing else. So it's like, okay, time to move on. Still interested, still praying, still looking, that, but it's like there's nothing more to.
And there's nothing. There's nothing.
That's all commentary.
Yeah.
And like you have a commentary channel, and that's not wrong, or that's you're trying to grow a channel, and people like to come in and chat and that kind of stuff. My part of it, because I really, I don't have a lot of extra time to do this. So what I am spending my time on, it's on the research part of it.
Right.
So
that all. And it works well. It works together well. I think that'll be great. With your research, as I'm doing the commentary part of it, the research. Well, because I research too, and put it all together, and it works very well. I think so. That's great.
Yeah, and talk about it, bounce ideas off.
Exactly.
About it, and then letting loose. I mean, every day can't be so serious. So.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. I do. Believe me, I do that too. Have a great night, Robin. Thanks so much for being in here, hon. I appreciate you, and Gizzy both. I hope Mom's doing well. Keep your head up, and we will see you soon. Have a great night, hon.
Bye, guys.
But yeah, that's.
Did you follow the Summer Wells case? Did you follow the Summer Wells case?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They know all about that one. I've done everything I can do on that one, and like I said, every now and then.
You want to have some fun for a second?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Go to my channel. This stuff just cracks me up. I was hoping to do this with Doug, but he's apparently mad at me because I talked about his balls too much or whatever. I have no idea. But go to my channel, and I want to play this trivia game with somebody.
All right, we can do that. 1 second here.
Sorry,
Oh, you don't have to apologize by any means. Okay, yes.
They're purple shorts, so they're little short videos.
Yeah, I think I saw them. Oh, there we go. Who's? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I see him now.
You don't have to play the video if you don't want to.
Oh, I don't mind.
Read the thing and so you can answer it.
I do not mind.
So many absurdities.
I don't know if we'll be able to hear him, but God, I gotta figure out.
If not, we can just answer this thing because they're so funny. That case is just so crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
I could write it down in joke.
All right, let's see what we got here. Summer Wells case trivia. Who sharded on camera? Wow.
Remember?
I'm trying.
Remember Doug's point fart shoot video?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Who was it? Somebody's got to answer.
I cannot. I have no idea.
Somebody's got to answer. Okay. Does anybody have the answer on that?
Does anybody know that answer to that question? Probably not.
It was during a Chris McDonough interview, sitting on a porch.
Oh, Hunter? Or no. I do know the answer to that. It was Allie's grandmother.
No, Allie.
Was it Allie that did it? Or yeah, you're right. It was Allie. Yep, that's right.
Yep. And then did you see when Chris McDonough was going over that episode, like later when he was doing commentary on it? Chris McDonough was down in the bottom left-hand corner doing commentary as the video was playing.
Okay.
He pointed over to Allie right after she farted, So it was Doug did a video called Point Fart Shoot.
Yep.
And it was like Allie farted, he pointed, and then he shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny.
If this case was made into a movie, what would you call it? Well, shit. Without being disrespectful to Summer, Deliverance 2.
Oh man, that's dark. But yeah.
Take her out of the picture.
Commented.
Yeah, take her out of the picture.
Yeah.
There's so many names this could be. I mean, it's just that family. Those two alone, Dawn and Candace alone, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm the Got Gone Girl. Got Gone Girl.
Yeah. Right.
I heard that one a lot.
That's funny.
See, Doug has so much fun with these on his thing.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so funny. Like you could see.
Oh wait, we just did that one. What am I doing? Oh Lord.
Yeah, Brandy, they certainly are.
What should Don Wells name his drywall business?
Okay, these are mine.
Crack and Spackle. I love that.
Yes, Crack and Spackle. That's what it. Yep, Crack and Spackle. Pedo Home Improvement.
Pedo Home Improvements. Oh my God.
Yep, and then Drywall and Dirty.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Oh gosh, so these little videos are like basically me just laughing my butt off at myself because I think I'm funny. But there's so many funny names with the drywall business.
Oh yeah, there could be so many different versions of it. Why does it keep doing that? I click one and it goes back to the other one. So let's try that one.
I can just read them, like, so you don't have to keep.
Oh, I don't mind. Who did Dawn say bought the Subaru for them? I don't.
Do you remember that?
I do not remember that.
Okay. Well, it's kind of a funny story. I was researching, in the Summer Wells case, like I was on Donna Serafina's team, just to search out for the medium stuff. I worked with like Fizzle or Penny.
Yeah.
Who, didn't like Voices Behind the Wall, but I was working on Summer's behalf, so I would, do what I had to do. And Cher at the time had a line-in with Don. So I would, get information and try to figure it. And Fizzle had identified, Subaru and got the license plate number and all that kind of stuff, and we could see that it was free and clear. And we were like, man, we got to figure out who this is. So I said, so I sent it to Cher, and I was like, Cher, this is, Subaru is free and clear. We have to figure out where he got this from. So she said it's Don. And he came back and he said, Duck Dynasty bought it for me.
Quack, quack, crack. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that really was the answer.
Brandy said the drug deal. Yeah.
A wild goose chase of maybe Summer's down with Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was how that rabbit hole got started.
Right.
That's how it was like, what the heck? Why did he say that? You know what I mean? Like, why did he say that?
God knows. God knows, because I don't think he even knows what he.
Yeah.
That dude is so screwed up.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is the mayor? Are you asking like
Mayor Ben Hill?
the Ben? Oh, well, that's Dawn, ain't it? Oh no. That's Jody Sue.
Jody Sue Brown.
Yeah, that's Jody Sue. Sorry.
Yep, that's okay.
Jody's. Yeah, she's a mess.
Oh yeah.
What type of woman is Starlink?
She's a whore.
Yeah, she is. God. He definitely didn't like his Starlink. Did not like Starlink for sure.
No.
What kind of door was it Oh, what kind of door was it? How did Dawn describe the door?
It was a pocket door.
Yeah, a fucking door. Those people, I swear. Slow down. Slow down.
Oh,
What does SOD stop moving? Damn it. There we go. What does SOD stand for?
Doug uses this one a lot.
Shit. I am.
It's from it's a Chris McDonough word and it means some other dude.
Oh, okay.
So he calls it a sod. So now Doug started using it. I was going to pick on him the next time I called in, or I'll say, hey, now we have, some other dude. But now in Kylie's case, Doug talks about some older dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we have another sod. We've got the older dude.
Some older, the different side, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, so I put them up today. I got like a whole bunch of them or whatever, but I had fun. And then, and there's one, and it actually had to be a video because I talked so long in it. But who should have worn a larger shirt?
Allie.
Yep.
That's for sure.
And then, and then who's the holler bunny?
The holler bunny.
Well, who ex-stripper is now the holler bunny?
Oh,
what
the
holler bunny?
hippity hop holler bunny. Oh shit! I don't even know that. Who was the stripper?
Jody Sue.
She was.
Stripper.
She was a stripper.
Yep.
Oh,
she
good.
What was the name of that place? I'd have to dig through my archives, kind of like the Moose Knuckle. It was something like that.
Oh my God! Good Lord, she was a stripper. My.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Thank God.
And one of them is who thinks chain smoking is good? It helps cure cancer.
Who's that?
Jody Sue.
Of course, super. Yeah. The Voice. I call her the Voice.
Oh God! Don't even get me started.
Yeah, that woman. That woman is a disaster.
Yeah, but no. So those are just fun. I love to laugh, and I just crack this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
You could literally make a whole game out of this.
Yeah, you could.
The things that we went through, hundreds of thousands of us went through that cave, researching, all for not other than to show Summer that we cared. Because really, everything that we did really didn't turn out to anything.
Right.
None of us have the case file and can, there probably isn't much of a case file. But
excuse me for one moment, guys. Go ahead and keep talking to them if you want to, hon. I'll be right back.
Oh God. Okay. Gonna get stage fright. Okay, I can't. And my dog's coughing in the background. Oh, I got kind of nervous. What states are you guys from? I know that Robin is from California. It is 11 o'clock here. Wondered what time it is for you guys. I've been staying up so late lately, especially when I'm watching certain channels that are from the West Coast. It's like they don't start until like it's midnight. I don't think I can chat. I'm looking at my iPad.
Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to let my dog in.
Good. I got nervous.
No worries. Okay. So, well, that was very informative tonight with all of that. I'm glad. Thank you so much for doing what you did. It's amazing. Maybe that's why nobody called me back, because they had already talked to you and figured we were kind of in the same. Either that or they just didn't like the tone of voice I had.
Well, I think they had gotten both of the messages because, like, that detective that called me, or that I called to say, hey, somebody called me from your guys' number. He said, yeah, I'll let you talk to my sergeant, and kind of like she'll put you in your place, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that he was irritated that he had gotten another phone call, maybe.
Okay.
He had gotten them, and then he went to a sergeant. It's like, hey, people from social media are calling, and then she was like, well, here, give me one of their numbers, and I'll call back or whatever. I feel really good because I feel like I did something helpful today.
Absolutely.
For my family.
Absolutely.
And it's not that often when you do this stuff, it's usually just spinning wheels and researching, trying to come up with something that really is, it doesn't mean anything in the end, other than you feel like you're doing something. But
right.
Today I felt like I really did something.
Oh yeah,
and that's why
you for sure did.
I excited to post a video, but then I was like, get those off YouTube. It's like that's nobody else's business.
No, I understand.
It's like,
yeah, I understand exactly what you were doing with that, and I respect that
100%. Yeah.
So
then I kept them because then it's nice to know so I can refresh what we talked, what I talked to them about. Because I was, trying to get information and ask the right questions and all of that kind of stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I could review it to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Right. I wouldn't mind hearing one of them or hearing that one with her so I could hear the tone of her voice. But I don't want you to put it on live like that. I just want to hear her tone of voice.
Yeah, I would like you to give me your word that you will not.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Sharing it.
Yeah, I would.
Will, even after we on this live, what I can do is I can call you and put you on speakerphone.
Okay.
Play the recording and let you listen to it.
That's perfectly. We don't even have to do it tonight if you don't want to. We can do it tomorrow. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to hear her tone of voice and hear how like what you heard. That way, it'll give me that feeling too. Because I don't see any reason why Norma would say what she said, other than maybe she's misunderstanding something. Okay, that's the only thing I can gather. So.
Or the detectives are communicating with Norma, and the sergeant is being told, "Yeah, we just talked to the mom."
Exactly, and maybe that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm glad you said that. I'm thinking that those two detectives are telling her, the sergeant, "Oh yeah, we're dealing with it. We're telling them this. We're telling them that," and they're really not. Okay, that's the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what.
The sergeant is definitely heartfelt, but you don't know what the undersheriff.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's where I was going, and that's what I'm starting to think is happening now.
Yeah, especially if there's a sketchy one.
Yep. So what I want you to do is, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to text my actual phone number to you, and I want you to text her name to me. Okay. Because I cannot see right now. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, hold on. Actually, I can do this. Maybe. Where's it at? There it is. Ta-da! We have light. I don't know why I keep dumping you guys so that you can't see me either. I mean, I'm sure you guys don't really want to see me as much as you do, but it is what it is. I try to keep it personal, and I had pens and pencils and aha, there we go. There it is. Okay, how do you spell? First of all, she's the lead sergeant, the head of the detectives, right?
She is the sergeant above those detectives. So I don't know if she has another title in front of that.
Okay.
I was just
and what is
Fain, F-A-I-N, just like the word pain. Fain, F with an F.
F-A-I-N. Did she give you a first name too, or just a last name?
Yeah, I don't. I'm looking it up here for you.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It's been a pretty good stream tonight, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Squirrel. I appreciate this.
Well, thank God, this is working through me.
Yeah. I always do.
Are you God?
No, I always thank God is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Like, wow, I'm talking to the Lord.
No. I mean, I'm supposed to be able to do this with my microphone, and it's supposed to make it sound like that, but it doesn't seem to work, so.
Yeah, I can't figure out all that technical stuff. I can't.
I'm working on it. Yes, yeah, April, it's Squirrel. She's on the phone. I don't know how late you came in, but she got a hold of Selma Police Department today. They called her back, and she spoke to the sergeant in charge of the detectives that are handling the case. So, and she put it out there, like I said last night. She did her homework for sure, and was told something completely opposite of what we have been told by the family. So, something else we need to look at.
Anything bad against the family?
No. That's what I'm not saying.
Yeah,
that.
I think something.
I think that
Cassie is name.
yeah, she said.
C-A-S-S-I.
I'm sorry.
C-A-S-S-Y. Cassie like that.
Cassy.
Yep, Cassie Fain. Fain.
Okay, and that's Sergeant Cassie Fain. Thank you so much. Yep. Do you have a direct number for her, or was that just a transfer?
Yep, I've got her number is 559-891.
Okay.
2278, and that was the number that she called me on.
All right, there we go. Wow. All right, guys. Quite an interesting evening. Amazing, awesome work.
Listening to my trivia questions.
Oh, absolutely, anytime. That was fun. And we do that kind of stuff in here on a regular too. So, thank you once again, Miss Heather. I appreciate that once again. Does anybody else have anything else? Any questions for Squirrel Girl or me? By chances, anything, anybody, anyone, any way? That's way bright now. Yes, she has a very distinctive voice.
What voice?
You have a very distinctive voice. April said, "Cool, I thought I recognized her voice."
Oh, okay. You got a whiny voice.
Not now. By the way, I didn't get to say welcome, Raynona. Sorry, not Raynona, but welcome. Thank you so much for being here again tonight. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right. Well, nobody else has anything else. We've been going about 2.5 hours, so I probably should bring her down. I will be live in the morning. I wasn't this morning. Like I said, there's been some stuff going on. For those of you that came in later, on behind the door, hello, welcome. Don't worry about it. Don't ever apologize for not being here or not being late. I don't accept apologies from anyone because you do not have to apologize to me. Everybody's real life comes before this comes anywhere near. That's the way it works here. No apologies needed ever. The Cupcakes Bandit strikes. Gotcha, yeah. So.
Somebody said cupcakes, now I'm hungry.
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
But once again, thank you so much, Squirrel Girl. I appreciate you more than you know. And we'll get together here.
Yep, shoot me a text when we get off the live, so I've got your number, and then we'll touch base. I'm hoping I'm going to be out on the water on a nice fast boat tomorrow. So that's what my plan is. But I can. It'll only take about 15 minutes to share those videos with you.
Okay.
Or those recordings.
Okay.
So, and you know what I may be able to do? I noticed, and maybe you can answer me this. So I have the videos in YouTube. I have them set on private.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another selection where it says something like, only allow somebody else to see it. Is there a way I can just give you permission and then you can just view it without me turning it back to a public?
You can just, if you know how to send links, you can just send me the link to it.
Okay, so I don't have to I don't have to unprivate it?
I don't believe so. As long as you're sending me the actual link that you have while it's privated, then I should be able to see it that way.
But I don't want to unprivate it because then anybody can see it, though, right?
No. Oh yeah, if you do that, then everybody can see it.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. So.
No worries, Stacy. Have a great night, hon. Thanks for being back in.
You know what I can do? I have it recorded on my iPad.
Okay.
So I can just email you or text you the video from iPad.
There you go. That'll work.
Yeah, and I can do that right now. Like, just when we get off the phone, text me your number, and then I've got your email, and then I'll try texting it. I'll get my iPad charged up. So I'll just do that. You'll just have the actual live audio without without.
Okay.
That's all that I uploaded with my actual audio. So, okay, I'll do that. So it'll be 4 parts. So it'll be my first call to the officer, and then my first call to her while I'm on the phone with her, and then my iPad died and I had to plug it back in. So the only part that I missed recording, which I explained in the 4th part, is when she was saying that AWP, that that they weren't like working together with them for them to be out there. So that was the part that wasn't recorded.
Okay.
And then I got recording again. So there'll be 4 separate ones. So, and I just want to have your words that you will not share these with Doug. You will not share these with the family. You will not share these with Brookie. You will not share these with Crime and Justice. These are for you and your ears only.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, I don't do that.
Yep.
You have my word.
If we decide later that we think it's beneficial for the family to have them or whatever, then we'll discuss it at that time. But for right now, they're just between you and I.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I promise. My word. Right hand to God. I promise you.
Yeah, because we could jeopardize a relationship between the law enforcement and the family. We could hurt the family. We could hurt the case.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you.
Absolutely no worries.
Okay.
Have a great night, Miss Michelle. Thank you so much. We will see you in the morning. April, you as well. Thank you so much for being here. And once again, Squirrel, thank you so much for everything you've done, hon. We appreciate you so much. You have a great night. Miss Rainona, you said Rainona. I don't know why I keep doing that. Stacy, have a great night, hon. Thank you so much for jumping in. We miss you. Again, I hope everything is well. Prayers and good vibes for Johnny. Rainona, you said something about, where did I see that at? Something about Kaylee. There was something, an update or something. Or were you asking that question? Before you go. I just want to be sure of that. That's all.
I'm going to hang up now, but...
Okay, hon. You have a great night, hon. I'll send you a text here. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you so much for calling in once again, Squirrel Girl. Very informative. Great stuff. Appreciate you. Love you guys for doing everything you guys are doing. I guess maybe Raynona's already gone. That's okay. All right. Brandy. Have a great night, Miss Brandy. We love you, hon. Thank you so much for being here once again. I'm going to try to make sure I caught everybody that said they were leaving, so I don't think I was ignoring them. I think that's it. All right, well, guys, I guess that's it. Nobody else is calling in. Nobody else had anything to add, so I think we're going to shut her down. I'm over 2.5 hours, so I think we're pretty good. We got some stuff out tonight for sure. Once again, everybody, thank Squirrel Girl for her effort she put in. That was awesome. Definitely helpful. Good to know. And now we have a direction we're going in, guys. We know what we're going to be looking for and what we're going to do here from our computers that we can do, because we can only do so much from our computers. So from our computers, I don't know why I'm talking like that tonight. Miss Heather, thank you so much for what you do again, hon. I appreciate that. You and Brandy both. Let's see. Star, thank you so much for being here tonight, as always. April, Michelle. It was ladies' night in here tonight, I see. Let's see. Did I miss somebody? Broken, thank you, brother, for being in here. Miss Robin, Miss Gina, and Mr. Kevin. We did have some guys that came in later on. That helps a little bit. Anybody I may have missed, I didn't mean it. So I love you guys to death. You guys have a great, great rest of your night. Get some sleep. And I will be live in the morning, and we will pick up where we left off and move on. Remember, everybody, to love yourselves and each other. You guys have a great night, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.